Yo, what up? It's Step Into My Life Saturday, the first one ever. Decided to do these just to be transparent and let you all step into my life and see that I'm speaking from experience and allowing you to get to know me better through the process. And hopefully the words that I say on Food for Thought Thursday will stick a little bit more, that now that you know a little bit more about me and what I've gone through in life. Today is a little more difficult day for me. A year ago today, I got the phone call that my little sister had been murdered. And obviously this is, with it being the 1 year anniversary, is something difficult to handle. But pretty much what I want to talk about today is not specifically that event, but how God can use events like this in our life to show us our dreams and show us our passions and just be there for us and give us peace and comfort. And I kind of just want to talk to those who probably have had something like this happen in their lives, or a precursor for if this happens to somebody else, something that people can watch. And there's no how to handle death book out there, and even if there was, I don't think it would say, really the right thing, because there isn't the right thing to say. Usually saying nothing is the best thing that I've learned in this case. Dealing with the death is obviously the worst thing that you could ever have to face, and many people know what it's like, obviously, with all the craziness that's going on in our world right now, but some people still don't understand. And for me, I feel like I had a handle on everything else in life. I could understand everything except for this portion, and now I feel like I could relate to anybody on almost any situation, and it's just a part of my testimony that God gave me with the life that I'm gonna continue to live, helping youth and being there for people that now I can say I understand from experience. And so one thing for me that I've learned through this is God will be there. If you allow him to, that he will. And he'll give you the peace and he'll give you the comfort to get through it. It's definitely not going to be easy at all. And they say time heals all, but I definitely don't believe that. Someone told me one time that time just makes things easier. And I'll admit, time does make things easier, but it's funny because it'll sneak up on you, and some days will be better than others, and that's just life, and that's just how it is. But one thing, God showed me my passion through all this pain, and with the death of my sister, I just sought after God, and I had to find life somewhere, somehow. And through this, I was able to figure out what it is that I wanted to do, and with the rest of my life, and let my passions just lead me, because there was a time when I just didn't know what I wanted, because I was so just so sad, and it's tough. It is definitely hard, but God was there, and he provided comfort, he provided peace, and that's what it was that got me through, and that will continue to get me through, and that has gotten me to where I am today. And so for all of those who have ever lost someone, obviously this pain that I'm feeling, but for those of you who don't know and may have a family member who might be going through something and facing something right now, I just want you to just give it to God, and ask him to give you peace, and ask him to give you comfort through these times. And then there'll be people who will be there for you at the beginning. But the true test of friendship through this is, it's really funny, and you'll see who's really there for you through it all. Because even a year later, it's hard. All the people who were there at the beginning might not really be there at the end, and that's who you know who your true friends are, is the ones that stick with you through the good and through the bad, and who will just give you a shoulder to cry on, and that'll just love you, through it all. And I'll just give a shout out to my best friends, Tiff and Shelly. Thank you guys so much for being there for me, because if it wasn't for you two, shoot, I don't know, but pretty much there is life after death, in both ways, in heaven, eternal life, but then also while you're here, and having to find, like, what do you do afterwards? Because obviously you feel like a chunk of you has just been ripped out, and your heart is just can't handle and take anymore. But I'm telling you, there's life after death, and if you allow God to make way in your life and to use your situation for the better, and to and let Him spark something, because you never know how you could be used to be and to touch somebody else's life because of the situations that you've gone through. So don't let anything keep you from being, again, the man or the woman that God created you to be. One thing that I've strived to do is to not let my experiences, my bad experiences in life, keep me from being who God created me to be, and to keep me from achieving things in life, and not using them as a crutch, and not using them as an excuse. Because if I wanted to, I could. Anybody could pick up anything and say, oh, because this happened to me, I can't do this. No, but instead you can use those as motivation to be that person that God created you to be, to do the things that you were created to do, to get on fire, to live a passionate life. Because once you see something that just goes wrong, or a life lost before its time, or just bad things happening to good people over and over, it's really easy to shut down and to stop and not continue to press on. But I want to tell you, don't allow the bad things in your life to keep you from doing what you were created to do. So pretty much I just wanted to get on here today and just talk, and allow you to step into my life, and allow me to speak out of experiences, and just a couple key things through the hard times. I'm really big on friendships and relationships, and through February I'll be talking about stuff like that. And so friendships are important. So basically you'll be able to figure out, who your real friends are when the rubber meets the road, and when you're between a rock and a hard place. Another thing is, allow God to give you peace and give you comfort through the hard times. And allow Him to just be there. And it's okay if you don't have the words sometimes. It's okay if you just want to sit. It's okay if you just need to cry. It's okay if you just want to do and need to do whatever it is you feel like doing. You're entitled to that. You're entitled to feelings and emotions, because life gets hard at times, and I understand that. Also, don't allow your situations to hold you back, but instead let them plunge you forward to whatever it is. Find passion through your pain. Find life after death. Allow it to spark you to do great things. Allow it to spark you to do the things you've always dreamed of, because life is short. YOLO, it's a true statement. You do only live once, and so, but don't take it for granted. And again, like I talked about on Thursday, cherish the people in your life. Cherish your friends, cherish your family, because, if I would have known, I would have called my sister that morning and said, hey, I love you, and I want you to know that. But I can only hope and pray that she knew that I did. So never let the sun go down with the people that you love, not knowing that you love and cherish for them. And it's life is too it's too short to hold grudges and to be mad. It's hard to get over it, but you don't ever want something to happen and then you live with it for the rest of your life, wishing that you would have done something or you would have said something. And even if you don't talk to that person that day, always try to do something at some time to where they know, like, you can be for sure that they know that you love them. So basically, Step Into My Life Saturdays, like I said, I'll be doing them from time to time, just depending on if I feel like to do it. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you for supporting me through my first month of Food for Thought Thursdays. There's more to come. Giving it all up to God, giving Him the glory, and I just thank Him for getting me to where I am now. So yeah, I love you all. Peace.
No, 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 no. It's been too long and I'm lost without you. What am I gonna do? Said I've been needing you. Said I'm needing you. Saying who's been with you? Is your heart still mine?